And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 7 of the 2018 Region 7 TCCAA Region Tournament here in Chattanooga State. This matchup is a winner's bracket matchup pitting the top seed Walters State Senators versus the 5th seeded Cleveland State Cougars. Let's go over the lineup real quick for the visiting Cougars. Leading off is the second baseman, Noah Hill. Batting second, the center fielder, Brendan Mason. Batting third, the catcher, Hunter Oliver. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Logan Peterson. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Joey Robertson. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Rhett Baldwin. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Cameron Payne. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Trey Vanderpool. Batting ninth, the right fielder, Caleb Collins. On the mound for the Cougs today is pitcher number 25, Ryan Lloyd. For the Senators, leading off in center field, Dylan Harris. Batting second, the left fielder, Logan Carey. Batting third, the shortstop, Hunter Wolf. Batting fourth, the second baseman, Austin Henry. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Duncan Pence. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Tyler Gentry. Batting seventh, the DH, Luke Berryhill. Batting eighth, the catcher, Hunter Gilliland. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Drew Haney. On the mound for the Senators, Mr. Landon Knack. Here we go, leading off the game.
Leading off, number 7, Noah Hill.
First batter for the Cougars, Noah Hill, the second baseman. He'll be facing Landon Knack with a record of 11-0, 72 innings. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Knack is just been named the player of the year, or the pitcher of the year here in the conference. First team all-conference. Next pitch is lined into center field for a base hit. Good start for the Cougs. That'll bring up the center fielder, Brandon Mason.
Brings up number 3, center fielder, Brandon Mason.
Mason batting .346 on the year. Knack goes to first to try to make sure he's paying attention. First pitch, strike, 0-1 to Mason, center fielder. As I mentioned, this is a winner's bracket game. The winner of this will move on to tomorrow night to play at 4:30 in the winner bracket final. Loser will play Motlow State tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the morning in a loser's game. Off-speed pitch way high for a ball. Evens the count. Just had an exciting game previous. Motlow State beat Columbia State 10-9 in the last inning on a walk-off. Change-up high again for a ball, 2-1. Senators come into the contest the number 1 ranked team in the nation with a regular season record of 50-6, conference record of 23-3. Hard hit ball by Mason over the head of the right fielder. That's going to move runners to second and third at least. Yes, Coach Policastro holds up Hill at third, and they're off to a good start. Stand-up double by Mason.
Brings up number 28. Catcher, Hunter Oliver.
That'll bring up the big hitting catcher, Hunter Oliver. Oliver batting .416. Knack to the stretch. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses outside. Yesterday, Walter State kind of got off to the same start here. A little slow, a little sluggish. Jackson State wasn't able to take advantage of it. They had bases loaded, I believe. Nobody out, just wouldn't really be able to convert. Cleveland State's coming off a hard-fought victory yesterday against Dyersburg State. Strike called on an off-speed pitch. Evens the count 1-1. Hanging curveball, grounded to third. Throws to home and gets Hill coming on to, or out number 1.
Coming from plate, number 15 DH, Logan Peterson.
Brings up the next hitter. Designated hitter, Logan Peterson. Knack to the stretch. Shortstop was going for a daylight play, but Knack didn't like it and stepped off. Knack back to the stretch. Delivers. A little off-speed pitch that misses. For ball 1. Peterson batted .282 on the season. Swings at a high fastball, just misses, ball back to the screen. 1-1 here in the top of the first inning. Knack tries a pickoff move to second and throws it into center field, so those base runners move up to second and third on the error. So Cougars have a chance here to jump ahead in the game. Base open. Comes to the stretch. Swing and a miss. Goes to 1-2 the count. Knack delivers with a soft ground ball up the line, and Pitts will let it roll foul. Keeps the count at 1-2. One-two count here with 1 out, top of the first. No score. Knack comes to the fastball, misses. Ball 2. Knack to the stretch. 2-2 pitch. Curveball up the middle for a base hit. Oliver's going to make the turn. Harris is coming up, and he's going to make the throw with no chance, and that's going to let the runner go to second base. Two to nothing, Cleveland State.
After the single, brings up number 27, first baseman, Joey Robertson.
That'll bring up the left-hander Rhett Baldwin, third baseman. Play, Hunter Gilligan's going to go and throw out a runner at third for the second out. One and O's the count. Bases are clean now. 2-0, Cleveland State. Knack delivers. Fastball high. Hard hit ball by Baldwin to right field. That's going to carry, but run down easily by Tyler Gentry, and that'll be the third out of the inning. Half inning done. 2-0, Cleveland State.
Cleveland State, catching number 28, Hunter Oliver.
And as we enter into the bottom of the first inning now for Walter State, first batter is going to be Dylan Harris, the center fielder.
For Walter State.
He's going to face, pitching for the Cleveland State Cougars, is Ryan Lloyd. Lloyd, a left-handed pitcher from Morristown, comes in pitching 63 innings, the second highest of the team, with a 3-5 record. Lloyd delivers high. First pitch for a ball, 1-0. Lloyd, next pitch is inside a bit. Misses for a ball 2-0. Next pitch hits Harris right in the back. That'll send him to first. And that'll bring up the left fielder.
Brings up number 8, left fielder, Logan Carey.
Number 8, Logan Carey. Sizing up the defense real quick for Cleveland State. In left field is Payne, center field Mason, right field Collins. Third base Baldwin, shortstop Vanderpool, second base Hill, first base Robertson, catching Oliver, and as I mentioned, Lloyd on the mound. First pitch to Carey is a fastball, just missed on the outside corner. Looked close, but just didn't catch the black enough. So we're behind. He's behind the count, 1-0. Another pitch misses, 2-0. Don't want to get behind on these Walter State hitters. You will pay a price. So I'm sure that's what the discussion is on the mound. Relax. Get a feel for the game. Pitch like you've pitched all year. Lloyd delivers. Fastball on the corner for a strike. 2-1. As I mentioned, this is game 7. Third game today. We have another game after this. It'll be Chattanooga State versus Fall State in another winner's bracket game. Probably start about 45 minutes after the conclusion of this game. It's regularly scheduled for 7:30. Lloyd comes to the set on the 3-1 pitch. Fastball hit at the left field, out to Payne. Settles under it, makes the catch easy for the first out. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 12, Hunter Wolf. Wolf batting .434 on the year, 35 stolen bases. Off-speed pitch for a strike, had him out front, 0-1. Ground ball just fouled past Dave Shelton, head coach, who's coaching third base for the Senators. Beautiful day today it's been in Chattanooga. Just a small amount of clouds moving in, but a lot of sun. Temps have been great. Perfect baseball weather. We're at no wind right now. Flag is still. Pretty much been like that all day. 0-2 pitch coming. I had him jammed up a little bit. He took it, but it must have been a little high for a ball. 1-2. Harris gets his lead. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for out 2, and Harris steals, and he got him. Got him on the steal. Good tag applied for the third out, and that'll get us through 1 inning. Score remains 2-0 Cleveland State.
Now at the plate,
Here we go, starting off the top of the second now.
Rhett Baldwin.
Number 23, Rhett Baldwin, the third baseman. Baldwin had an unbelievable day yesterday. I believe he had 5 hits against Dyersburg. Literally carried the team. First pitch by Knack. Rolls over a ground ball foul. Let's go over the field chart for Walter State real quick. Carey in left field, Harris in center, Gentry in right, Pence at third base, Wolf is the shortstop, Henry at second, Haney at first, Gilliland the catcher, and Landon Knack the pitcher. Here's the pitch on the 2-0. Punched out in the alley over to Harris. Harris is going to roam over there to get it easily for the first out.
Coming to the plate, number 22, left fielder, Cameron Payne.
Next up is the left fielder, Cameron Payne. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Off-speed pitch tries to catch the inside corner, but it's inside a little bit, so that's 1-1. Fastball challenged him, and he fouled it right back. Good swing by Payne. Fastball reaches off-speed pitch for a strike out of Payne for 2 outs.
Come to the plate, number 1 shortstop.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 1, Trey Vanderpool. First pitch by Knack is hit up the middle to Wolf, makes a diving try at it, goes through there for a base hit. That's going to bring up the right fielder.
Right fielder, Caleb Collins.
Number 8, Caleb Collins. 9-hole hitter. Knack comes to the stretch. Quick throw over to first, but Vanderpool back in time. Knack back to the stretch. Once again, goes over to first, trying to keep Vanderpool as close as possible. Knack delivers pitch for strike, and he's out in front, 0-1. Off-speed pitch by Knack misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. Fouled off, stays in the count. Knack to the stretch on the 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch hit by, nice catch by Pence on the ground ball. Flips over to first. Nice pick by Drew Haney for the 3rd out. And that'll get us to the middle of the 2nd inning. Score remains the same. 2-0 Cleveland State.
Coming to the plate, number 7.
And we move into the bottom of the 2nd inning here with the Senators up. Leading off is the 2nd baseman, Austin Henry. Lloyd delivers. Ball outside. 2-0 Cougars as they score 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Lloyd delivers the pitch again high. Henry, player of the year this year in the conference. Very, very electric type player. You do not want to put him on base on a free pass. Lloyd delivers way outside again, 3-0. Cleveland State comes in with a 14-12 conference record. Overall, they finished at 36-17. Next pitch is a ball, so he puts Austin Henry on with base on balls.
The walk. Brings number 13, third baseman.
And now to bring up the third baseman, number 13, Duncan Pence. Pence, named first team all-conference, a Tennessee Vols commit for next year from Knoxville. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. A lot of these Senators will be heading off to four-year schools next year. A slug by Pence way out to center field. I think it's going to stay in, though. Mason covers it, gets it back in quickly. Nice job for the first out. Bring up the right fielder, Tyler Gentry.
Right fielder, Tyler.
The secret's going to be here is obviously you're going to have to play super clean defense and just try to stay out of crooked innings, which is what generally a lot of times happens to Walters State opponents. First pitch by Lloyd is low and in for a ball, 1-0. Tyler Gentry, the right fielder. Henry takes the lead, short lead that is. Lloyd gives him a quick look over there and throw. Lloyd to the stretch. And the pitch. The outside for ball, 2-0. You get in these crooked innings with the Senators, and before you know it, you've given up 6, 7 runs. This ballpark's a little bit bigger. Fastball down for a ball, 3-0 here with 1 out, bottom of the second. Lloyd needs to get back in the system here, throwing strikes, hitting his spots. Fastball, strike for a makes the count 3-1. 3-1 pitch, fouled off here in the back towards the parking lot. Full count coming up. Winner of this region will move on to play the winner of the Georgia region that will be starting, I believe, this weekend. Georgia will host that district tournament that will take place, I believe, next weekend, not this coming weekend, but the following. Hard ground ball to shortstop. Nice turn. And we get a double play. Nice turn by Vanderpool, Hill to Roberson. Finishes off the Senators here in the bottom of the second. And we still stay at 2-0 Cleveland State. And we're back up here to the top of the third inning.
Start third inning. Up to bat, number 7.
Back up, leading off the inning is the second baseman, Noah Hill, who got us going with a single last time up. Hill's here to face Knack. Strike one. Knack comes in with the 0-1 pitch. And Noah Hill with his second base hit. That's going to chase in the alley. Both Gentry and Harris are after it. And Hill's going to hang up there at second with a stand-up double. 2 for 2 for Hill. Great start.
Double brings number 3, Brandon Mason.
Got to bring up to center fielder Brandon Mason, who had a double last time up. Every run's going to matter here to Cleveland State, so they want to keep moving runners in there, so try to hit the ball on the right-hand side and get Hill over to third. Walter State playing straight up. Base hit to right field. Here comes Gentry up. They're going to hold him. Leave him in on first and third, and you got your big swinger, Hunter Oliver, coming up.
Yeah, it's a perfect situation for the Cougars here as they have a couple runners on the corners, nobody out, and this is the guy you want at the plate if you're Cleveland State.
Yeah, and we want to welcome in fielder Dennis. He had to go run an errand here for a while, missed the beginning of the game, so welcome back, fielder, and you got here just in time, kind of things are getting started here. But yeah, Cleveland State got off to a quick start, and kind of this is how this first inning kind of started. Now we got Oliver coming up, who's obviously very dangerous. First pitch by Knack. It's low for a ball, 1-0. Hunter Oliver named first team all-conference as well at catcher. Outstanding year. You put the ball in the zone to him, he's going to hit it somewhere, most likely very far. He is just really, really a fine-looking hitter. Knack comes to the stretch. Curveball that kind of hangs a little bit. Oliver didn't like it, but it was a strike. 1-1. Knack delivers another pitch, fastball for a strike. Hunter didn't like it, but Oliver, they'd love to see Oliver hit the ball out of the infield, stay out of that double play situation. Definitely not strike out. 1 and 2 here with nobody out. Top of the third. Cleveland State has strung together 6 hits already. Knack isn't really fooling anybody. Definitely not the first 2 hitters. Pitch misses outside. Board shows 2 and 2. Ball hung up there, and that's not what he wanted. Looks like double play ball there. That will plate a run, but it will clean off the bases. So we'll get a run for Cleveland State.
Coming to the plate, number 15, Logan Peterson.
Swing and a miss for Peterson. Oh, 1's the count. Curveball missing up high. Evens his count at 1 and 1. Off-speed changeup by Knack. Had him out front. Foul ball down the third baseline foul. 1-2's the count. Knack delivers. Off his hands, that's going to be a nice, easy catch for Drew Haney. And that'll end the top half of the third for the Cougs, but they do strike for a run. And at the halfway point of the third inning, we've got a 3-0 score for Cleveland State. And here we go to the bottom of the third inning for the Senators. Leading off is going to be the DH,
Berryhill.
Luke Berryhill. Ryan Lloyd's going to come with the pitch. Out in front, way out left field, out there towards the bush. And there it goes, into the trees. So good luck finding that. 0-1's the count. He was way out front of that, a little off speed. Which you got to do to the Senators. I mean, you need to change speeds. I think that's the system with these guys. Pretty well hit ball to Mason in center. He's going to go back, but he's going to stop there at the wall for out number 1. Just a long out.
Yeah, no wind here right now, so it doesn't get any help from the elements, and that one goes probably right on the B of baseball on the fence. And Mason does a nice job reeling it in.
Brings up Hunter Gilliland, the catcher. They keep just bringing him up. So you're right, dead wind. Ball was given a good ride, but just this ballpark's a little bigger than, certainly bigger than the Walter State Park and most other parks. This is a regular size, which you would see in a major league ballpark. I mean, everybody has different dimensions on their park here in the league, but this is really, 330 on the side all the way out to 400. I mean, that's what you see in a big league park.
380 in the gaps, so you gotta get your money's worth.
Misses outside. 2-1's the count here with 1 out. Bottom of the third. Fastball sneaks by him for strike 2, 2-2. Cleveland State's got snuck right out here a little bit. I know it's early, and it certainly is when you're dealing with Walter State, but foul ball off to the right field. Cleveland State, yesterday's game, they got behind Dyersburg and had, a big drop ball that helped them score 3 runs and get them close, and then they just eased by Dyersburg. Foul ball right to the first baseman, Roberson, for the catch for cat number 2, out 2. And, they passed by Dyersburg, and before you knew it, the game was over. And, hey, I know it's an upset, but, it was a 4-5 game, but, they've been behind the whole thing. So, they're kind of playing free and easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I kind of can see them getting out in front here. I'm sure they're relaxed. Strike 1 on the first pitch. The pressure's on Walter State.
Yeah, they're the 1 seed.
They're the prohibitive favorite.
Yep.
They're carrying all the weight, and Next pitch by Lloyd is out for a fastball outside. Ball 1-1. And sometimes when you're playing like that, you can make a lot of things happen, special things.
Yep.
Nice pitch by Lloyd down the inside for the strike. 1-2's the count to Haney, the first baseman. Grounds a ball down in the dirt. Third base side foul. Haney's a 9-hole hitter and moves back up to the top of the order here to Dylan Harris. Ball's pitched way outside. 2-2. Whoa, nice pitch, off-speed pitch. I guess it was just off the plate.
But he was running.
Most of the Cougars were running off the field, but
they were all synchronized.
the most important person didn't think it was a strike. So, full count. And that fastball's way outside to walk Haney. And that'll take us back up to the top of the order for center fielder Dylan Harris, who was hit by a pitch the first time up. It looks like Lloyd, with his fastball, he really kind of loses control of the outside. You know, his ball really flares out to the outside on the left-hand side. Nice pitch there on the off-speed pitch. Catches Harris looking. 0-1. Harris, the leadoff hitter, I believe is committed to North Carolina to play for the Tar Heels next year. Ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Oliver. Playing the Atlantic Coast Conference for Tar Heels. Have a really top-tier program, so. Lloyd here at the delivery. Haney leading off. Fastball spiked and Oliver couldn't come up with it, so that'll move Haney over to second. Here with 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Swung and missed by Harris. Evens the count at 2-2. Haney getting a good lead at second base. He wants to get a good jump, score on a base hit of any type. Good lead. Lloyd spikes the ball again down the dirt. Oliver catches it. Full count. Here with 2 outs. Ball up in the air to right field. Collins has a beat on it, and it got it for the 3rd out. So Lloyd gets out of the jam. And we've just finished 3 here. Chattanooga State. Score is 3-0 Cleveland State.
Coming to the plate.
And here we move up to the top of the fourth inning here for the Cougars. Leading off is the first baseman, Joey Roberson. Roberson, Baldwin, and Payne. First three hitters today this inning for the Cougs. Knack tries to float a curveball in there, but he's low for ball, 1-0. Fastball for a strike, evens the count, 1-1. Off-speed pitch rolls the ball to to Austin Henry, bobbles the ball, and Roberson's going to get on an error.
Unusual play there for Austin Henry, Player of the Year in the conference. That's a pretty routine play, and to drop it twice.
Yeah, that's a play you got to make, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, that's just focus and concentration here. So, that'll bring up Rhett Baldwin. Flew out to center field last time. Knack throws an off-speed change there, I believe. Gets in for a strike, 0-1.
That snaps his 5-for-5 streak for Mr. Baldwin if he flew out to center earlier.
Yes, he had a whale of a game yesterday. Ooh, curveball for a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch. He's way up in the count, 0-2. Another curve, a little bit high. 1-2. Fouled off by Baldwin. Challenged him with a fastball. Baldwin got enough of it to drive it right back behind the screen, so he was on that pitch. Knack delivers. That fastball can't catch up to it for a strikeout. First out of the game, first out of the inning. That'll bring up
number 22, Cameron Payne.
the left fielder, Cameron Payne. Payne struck out last time up. Payne whiffs at a fastball. 0-1. Ball up, down the line. He's going to chase down there. Carey's going to chase it to the third baseman. That's a stand-up double for Payne. And that'll move Robertson over to third. So the Cougs have something going again here in the fourth.
It looks like Knack left that one up a little bit and allowed Payne to turn on it. As now, like you said, 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. They can have a couple of options here.
Yeah, he left that pitch up, and you know he's gonna pay for that a lot of times, especially even at this level. If you leave that changeup up, that gives us the shortstop. Gives the Cougs the shortstop, Vanderpool, number 1. Men on second and third. 1 out here. Opportunity again for the Cougs to get at least a run out of this. They're playing back. They're going to give up the run up the middle. Fastball in, but Vanderpool swung. Fouled it off. Cougs are taking good hacks here.
Yeah, they're seeing the ball well.
Yeah, I mean, first inning they just came in and just started just whittle. I mean, they were line drives. So I mean, they come out, go. Knack delivers in the dirt. Good block by Gilliland, keeps it in front of him. 2-1. 2-1 delivery coming from Knack. Little off-speed pitch, change up there that had him way out front. 2-2. Vanderpool needs to shorten up here and really guard the plate, move the ball somewhere. Another off-speed pitch. Knack's got a really good off-speed pitch, or a change-up. You know, he just missed on that one, but he really does go to it a lot.
At bat, number 8.
That gets Vanderpool out front there now. That's a huge out for the Senators because they can get out of this jam with very minimal damage.
Yeah. Right fielder coming up is Caleb Collins. Yeah, and once again we talked about it. If you're playing the Senators, you got to take advantage of any opportunity that comes your way. I mean, you just almost got to be 100% about it.
Yep.
Ground ball hit hard to Wolf, and he's going to throw. Oh, and they're going to say he did catch the bag. That was close, but he must have got his foot on there in time to catch, and they get out of that jam. So we finished 3.5, and the score now is 3-0. Still 3-0 Cougs. And here we come to the bottom of the fourth inning here for the Senators, looking to get something started here, down 3-0. First batter is going to be the left fielder, Logan Carey. Carey flew out to left field last time up. It's a hard ground ball in the hole for a base hit between first and second. So they're off and running here with a man on first base. Brings up Hunter Wolf, the shortstop. Wolf struck out the last time up. We'll see if Carey's on the move or not. I don't know what his stat is on stolen bases, but being a two-hole hitter, I would think maybe he's obviously capable of.
Yeah, Logan Carey on the season, 8 stolen bases, has not been caught stealing yet. So you're exactly right. He's got some speed there, and he's effective when he uses it.
And that's a ball. First 1-1's the count. Ball in the dirt. Oliver does a good job of blocking it. Keeps it in front of him, and it's 2-1. Hope you're listening in right now, either through Twitter and obviously through the YouTube page. Want to send some shout-outs to some people I know hopefully are listening. My old coach in college, Coach Butler from McLennan days. If you're listening in, Coach, glad to hear from you all the way in Waco, Texas. Pitches ball 3-1. Remember the old days. Remember these kind of tournaments. I'm wearing my McLennan shirt today actually for some karma for Coach Dennis here at Chattanooga State. Fastball high for a ball. Puts Wolf on first, so you have first and second with nobody out, and that's not what the Cougars are looking for here. They'll bring up the second baseman, Austin Henry. Henry got on a walk last time. First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Cougs are looking for a ground ball, trying to get at least one out, force out. It's a ball sprayed foul down the right field line over towards the field house, off the roof, landing in the 10 area somewhere. A lot of people around there right now, a lot of shade right there, and a little bit of an incline hill, so they got a nice view of the field.
Yep. Word must have got round. They have hot wings in the hospitality room.
Yes, I checked that out between innings. Chicken fingers and buffalo wings, yes.
They got word. What word got out?
Whoa, he got a pitch of that. Now he drives that. I don't know if he's going to catch. Oh, it's over the head of Payne, and it's going to be a ground rule double. That will get one run. That'll be one run. Vince will have to come back to third. Or, I mean, Wolf will have to go back to third. Kind of golfed that there.
13, Duncan Pence.
Walks will do you in. You walk, especially against a team like this, and you're going to pay the price. Lloyd delivers the first pitch to Pence, the third baseman, for a ball, 1-0. 3-1's the score now. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth, middle, second and third. Senators threatening. Fouled off by Pence. 1-1's the count. Speaking of my old coach there, the Texas, the two regions, Region 14 and Region 5 will start their 8-team tournament starting Saturday. Oh, wild pitch will bring in the next run. Oliver was not able to block it, and that'll bring the second run in, making it 3-2. Region 5 and Region 14 will start Saturday. They feature some teams that I'm familiar with from the old days, as well as my alma mater, McLennan Community College, as well as San Jacinto, who I believe is the 5th-ranked team in the nation right now. McLennan is in the top 20, but there's going to be numerous teams in that Region 5 tournament. Grayson, Cisco, who's ranked 2nd currently right now. There's some teams that can come out of there and win the national championship very easily, as well as with San Jack's tournament too. Base hit. And here we go. Base hit by Pence. Knocks in Henry. And just like that, we're tied. Oh no, actually the Senators are ahead. Oh no, I'm looking at the scoreboard. It is 3-3.
Yeah, if you're Cleveland State right here, you just kind of got to go back to square one at 0-0. Kind of right the ship here and do your best just to get out of this inning and get the bats going again.
Three to 3 is the score here now. The wheels have come off a little bit for Cleveland State, and that can happen against Walter State. It can happen real quick. Gentry's up now, the right fielder. Down low, Lloyd's really lost command of his fastball. I don't know if he really ever completely had it, but he's lost it for sure right now. We're about 3 weeks away from the start of the JUCO World Series, which always starts on Memorial Day up in Grand Junction, Colorado. So this is a fastball for a strike, 2-1. I love this time of the year. Now with internet streaming, you can catch some of the other tournaments. Kansas and Alabama tournament will start next week. This next week also, I believe. And Oliver somehow misses that pitch too and turns into a pass ball. That'll move Pence over to second. Three-one count here. We still have nobody out. With Gentry up. Hill's going to deliver in the dirt. He's just spiking fastballs in the dirt. I mean, it's hard. Oliver's just beating Oliver up. That is the third walk. Well, I'm sorry, fourth walk that I have for Hill. You just can't do that. We saw last night 6 walks out of Chattanooga State's pitcher. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, heck, coaches will get, they don't even want to see a walk period, but 1 to 2 walks in a 5 or 6 inning period. But when you start putting in 4 or 5 walks plus, I mean, you're just, the time's getting close for you right there, and especially against an offense like this.
Yeah, it's aggravating because they're not beating you necessarily. You're more beating yourself, and that's almost worse than the other team beating you. So just try and focus in here and find the zone and pitch to contact.
That'll bring up Luke Berryhill, the DH. Boy, he just missed it. He'll drive it out to Collins and right. We'll see tags. Pencil tag, go to third. Good throw into second. He'll keep Gentry at first. So that's a nice sac fly by Berryhill.
Now that number 28.
That'll bring up the catcher, Hunter Gilliland.
Hunter Gilliland.
Nice throw by Collins there to keep Gentry at first. Keeps the double play in order. And that'll bring up the catcher, Hunter Gilliland. Gilliland flew out to the first baseman on the foul line side last time up. 7 hits for the Senators. Or I'm sorry, 3 hits for the Senators. 7 for the Cleveland State Cougars. Curveball floats in on the first base, right on the inside corner there for a ball. No activity on the Cleveland State bullpen. And obviously nothing on Walter State right now. Fastball belted. That's going to be gone to the left field. Belted. And that's a 3-run home run by Berryhill, or by Gilliland rather. And that'll make it 6-3.
Now up, number 11, Drew Haney.
That'll bring up Drew Haney, the first baseman. Fastball out for a ball, 1-0. Now a little bit of stirring going up in the Cougar bullpen. It's like number 35. Off-speed pitch had Haney way out in front, fouled it off down the third base line. Foul. The lefty getting loose, number 35.
Looks like Corey Lenz, the left-handed pitcher, he's sophomore from Canton, Georgia.
Here's the pitch. Fastball in the corner for strike, 1-2. Here to Haney with 1 out. 6-3, Walter State. Fastball swung through. First strikeout. Oliver will throw over to first base to make sure. And that'll bring us up to the top of the order.
Number 4, Dylan Harris.
Center fielder Dylan Harris. Harris flew out to right field the last time up. Wow, fastball taken to left field. That'll chase Payne to the wall. Harris is going to round, and he'll stand in with a double.
Now up, number 8. Logan
Bring us back
Carey.
around again, batting around to Logan Carey, this left fielder. Carey got on a single last time between first and second. Swing and a miss. First strike, 0-1. Carey grounds hard to the second baseman Hill, throws to Roberson for the third out, but it was a healthy inning for the Walter State Senators as they score 6 runs, and we move through 4 innings now, 6-3 Walter State. Here we go to the top of the 5th inning now for the Cougs, hoping to get back some of those runs they just gave up. It's down 6-3. Leading off is going to be Noah Hill, the second baseman, who's clean for the day, 2 for 2. Fakes the bunt, but takes the call, 1 first strike, 0-1 off Landon Knack.
Yeah, Coach Mike Polycastro's got to be preaching one bat at a time, one pitch, one out. You know, just focus on what you can control. Rather than looking at the 3-run lead and trying to work around that. Just do the little thing.
Knack floats a curveball for a strike. Oh, and 2. Now it's 1-2. Knack with that change. He's got a nice change up, man. He really knows how to use it. He's had these guys way out in front. That's a strikeout.
Now coming to plate, center fielder number 3, Brandon Mason.
Brings up Brandon Mason, the center fielder. Mason's also 2 for 2, double and a single. Singled up last time. Curveball grounds foul down the first base line. Forget about our Twitter now. We got had some social activity here in the previous game, so follow us every half inning. We're going to be posting what's going on in this game if you're not watching. Off-speed pitch for a strike, 0-2 swung through. So if you listen in, if you can't listen in to us live on YouTube, you can follow us on Twitter, right, Fielder?
At TCCAA Region 7 BSB, we have eclipsed 100 followers now, so we're trying to climb that ladder.
Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-2. And there's that changeup. He lost the touch on it a little bit, went way out. 2-2's the count here on Mason. Knack's got a good changeup. He knows when to use it too, and I like to see that. It's how you neutralize bats with a nice off-speed pitch like that.
Showcasing why he's first team all conference and pitcher of the year.
I don't know what was going on here. I thought that
They're calling a foul ball.
Correction. Mason still at the plate.
Yeah, I guess the Sheltons like to see him confirm, see if there was actually a foul tip or not, a foul ball. Couldn't really tell. Now it looks like they're going to assume that he fouled off that pitch, and it's going to stay. The count's going to remain at 2-2 here, with one out. Fastball low and away, very close. Knack thought he had it. Full count. And Knack spikes that 3-2 pitch to the dirt. He's going to walk Mason.
And that's going to aggravate Knack a little bit there, thinking he had the strikeout. Now it turns out that he gives up a walk. So a little life here for Cleveland State.
Now I'll bring up the catcher again, Hunter Oliver. Oliver grounded into double play last time up. Fastball for outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Off-speed pitch, curved, outside low for a ball, 1-1. There's that changeup again. Missed. 2-1. We're back now in a hitter's count. Wouldn't be surprised to see that pitch again. That's the time to really use that changeup, is in those 2-1, 3-1 counts, 2-0 counts. And that's what he tried to do there, but he bounced the ball in the dirt, and Gillen wasn't able to pick it out, and it's going to let Mason advance to second on the pass ball, or on the wild pitch rather. So here's an opportunity for the Cougars to got their best hitter up, run-producing hitter, and try to see if we can get a run back and start the process of chipping back into that lead that they lost.
Yeah, they're finding a little pulse here. See if Oliver can build on that.
There's that curveball again that he's got and froze Oliver. Full count now. Be surprised to see either the curveball here. He's got a base open. I don't doubt very seriously you're going to see the fastball unless it's in the low portion of the plate. But it was in the low portion, and then he gets a called third strike. Late call by the ump. Kind of sat there. You'd like to see a little bit quicker call by the umpire. You know, we saw him yesterday. For first day, I can't remember.
Yesterday, I think.
A little slow with his demonstratives there on the.
Coach Mike Policastro may have some words for the umpire.
Coach Policastro was not happy. Probably more with the late of the call, not necessarily where the pitch was at, but you know, all you want is just a kind of a fluid call quickly. You know, not kind of stand there for a minute. 10 seconds. Then decide you're going to go into your. So that's going to bring 2 outs. Now with a man on second, it's going to bring up the DH Peterson, Logan Peterson. Flew out to Haney at first base last time up. There's the pitch up by Knack, a curveball for a ball, 1-0. So I saw the umpire writing something. So I guess Paulie Castro got what you would call a yellow card, right?
Yeah.
In soccer,
Yeah.
would that be a kind of a warning
A formal
ticket?
warning.
A warning
yeah.
ticket?
Yeah. Next time you get one of those, you will be you won't be on third base.
There's that changeup again. He kind of lost it inside 2-0. The red card would be, yes, the ejection card,
Ejection,
right?
yep.
Because I think if you get ejected in the junior college level, you have to definitely sit out one game.
Really?
At the next game, you have to sit out, along obviously with the
Wow.
game that you've been in. I don't know how they treat the tournament. Fastball fouled off behind us here into the parking lot. Two and one's the count. Knack is really straightened up here now and got back kind of sharp and finding the zone.
Showing why he was so highly touted and #1 all conference.
There's the strike, 2-2. Henry's cheating right on the second base close, so that leaves a lot of gap between first and second, or first and where the second baseman normally would be standing. You just hit the ball over there. That will head to the outfield. There's that changeup again, way out front. Fouled it back here towards the tennis court. And way out front.
There's actually some people playing tennis over on the
Well, I think this is a beautiful day for it.
dangerous over there.
Yeah. Should there be a sign or something saying, you know, are they aware that what's coming?
If you want to play on those courts over there, I don't know. What is it?
Chat State has some beautiful tennis court
Yeah.
facilities here. Curveball down low in the dirt, blocked by Berryhill, or Gilliland rather. Nice job. Takes the count to full. Here was 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Knack. Nice hit, but it's going to go right back. I think, oh, it's over the head of Harris. That will bring a run in. Stand-up double for Peterson. Nice job. That ball was hit so hard, Harris couldn't get back in time to get it over his head.
Yeah, it was hit really hard and hit right at him, so he had trouble judging how far it was really struck. That one caught him to be burnt toast, no butter, and now Cleveland State starts to chip away.
1 run at a time.
You got to be encouraged with that response there for Coach Paulie Castro.
Yes, you. Brings up Robertson. Joey Robertson, the first baseman. And there's a good stop by Haney there. Backhanded, and there's Knack to cover first, save a run there. Gets the Senators out of the inning, but they do give up a run. And we move into the bottom of the 5th, score 6-4 Senators. And here we enter into the bottom of the fifth inning here for the Senators. Leading off is going to be the shortstop, Hunter Wolf. Wolf reached base last time on a walk. Kind of started off that big inning for the Senators. Fastball in, swings through it for a strike, 0-1.
Looks like Lenz is back out there warming up for the Cougars in the Cleveland State bullpen.
Curveball misses high, 0-1. Fastball hit hard to the shortstop, Vanderpool.
Nice stretch.
Nice stretch and catch by Robertson there for the first out. Very nice.
Another example of a first baseman basically doing the splits to stretch out to get that ball.
That was well done there. Brings up the second baseman, Austin Henry. Henry had a double last time up. Lloyd floats the first pitch for the curveball for a strike. 0-1 here to Henry. Henry reaches for the low fastball, kind of golfs it a little bit down the foul line towards the Cougars bullpen. So he's out behind 0-2 in the count. There's a pitch that Gentry hits kind of softly to Collins, who catches it easily for the second out.
Nice response here by Cleveland State. So they get hit with a 6th spot, answer a run with their own, and now they've got 2 quick outs.
And that'll bring up the third baseman, Duncan Pence. Pence had a single last time up. Pitch outside wide for a ball, 1-0. There's a drive to right center. It's going to drive Collins back. I think it's going to have enough space, though, and he'll make the catch for a 1-2-3 inning there for Lloyd. And you're right, that's exactly what they needed, quick innings. And that'll take us to the top of the 6th inning, 6-4 Senators. And we move here to the top of the 6th inning. Game's moving along fairly well. The following game is supposed to start at 7:30. We're going to run behind, but it's moving along nicely. Batting up here is the third baseman, Rhett Baldwin. Mac's going to deliver a pitch that he misses on, 1-0. Baldwin's 0 for 2. Hit the ball to center first time up. He's coming off a superb game yesterday. There's that changeup again for a strike. That's Max, to me, his money pitch there. There's the pitch grounded to Wolf at short. Bobble throw. Here he's got to run through, and that'll be an error. An error on Wolf. That'll bring up the left fielder, Cameron Payne. Payne has hit a double and struck out. got to play good defense.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make the plays that are the basic plays. Curveball misses low, 1-0. 6-4 is the score here. Senators holding on to the lead here in the top of the 6th. Pass ball on the outside corner for strike, 1-0. Oh, nice hop over Pence's glove at third base for a base hit. And here we go. We got runners on first and second. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Trey Vanderpool. Pool's reached base on a base hit as struck out. Been on first and second, nobody out. And you know what we want to do here, right fielder? We want to move runners.
That's right. See if the Cougars can execute here. They got some speed at the plate in Vanderpool, but it's got to be a pretty good bunt. Maybe get everybody safe.
You got Collins following him, who hasn't, I mean, he's 0 for 2, but conventional play is to bunt, get these runners over to second and third, and count on a base hit or something here to get those runners in. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he did try to bunt, took for the call strike. While State Senators are in at first and third, shaded a little bit back in the middle. They're going to try to hold that. Wolf's going to try to hold that runner at second as close as possible.
Yeah, try and put this bunt down. Quite honestly, they haven't proven that they've been able to make the routine play, have the Senators.
And then the bunt just goes a little foul.
So that may...
It's going to be 0-2 now, so the pressure's going to be. We'll see what Coach Mike Policastro wants to do here on an 0-2 count.
Big opportunity here for Cleveland State.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Base hit could really open this game.
Oh, wow. That was a good pitch there. Off-speed curveball that I guess was outside.
Went around to bunt also. The fact that he pulled back was impressive. And
Coach Shelton over there is obviously wondering himself where that pitch was at. Okay, 1-2 is the count now to Vanderpool. Knack at the stretch. There's another ball rolled over to Wolf. Nice hop. Get up the line, and that's going to be safe at first. So that lead runners at first and third.
well, it's essentially the same thing as the bunt. If you can get
Yep.
Vanderpool over to second now. And that's not as difficult of a task with a runner on third. They don't want to risk the throw over. So
Now that'll bring Collins up to the plate. Like I said, it's 0-2. Hit to third base and hit to short. So he needs to get the ball in the outfield. We talk about this almost all the time now in the last 2 days. But get the ball out of the infield. Stay out of the double play ball. So he wants to do anything but strike out and roll a hard ground ball to second and short.
and if he does do that, hustle down and beat it out.
Yeah, I
Reach
hope
first
the
base.
Vanderpool maybe can break up a double play.
Uh-oh.
And there's a ball in the dirt, and there goes your double, having to worry about your double play. As Vanderpool will move to second.
We saw yesterday Berryhill was the catcher for Walter State and did a really good job defensively blocking up some pass balls, and now Gillian was DHing, now moves into the catcher slot. Does have a 3-run home run, so the offense is there, but had some trouble today keeping up with that curveball.
Yeah, so now the pressure's on him to keep the ball in front of him and not allow any free runs come in on pass balls or wild pitches.
Maybe looking at
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 1-1.
may just be looking at fastball and changeup the rest of this at bat.
Yeah. Changeup would be good because it most of the time entices high pop-ups in the infield because you get out in front, tend to drop your back shoulder a little bit, and you'll elevate the ball in the infield. Fastball for a strike, 1-2. Now he is ahead. We'll see what he tries to do here. He has a base open, but I want to go for him right here because Hill and Mason had hit me all night.
Yeah.
So I want to really try to get Collins here, and that's what he did. Collins sat and looked at a called third, and that's going to bring Noah Hill up. Hill's 2 for 3, struck out last time, but he has put the bat on the ball. But that it changes it a little bit. Knack still has to make the pitches here.
Yeah, if you're Cleveland, say it's a bitter pill to swallow. Collins not even able to get his bat off his shoulder for any of those strikes. You'd like to have a chance to swing a couple of those.
Now there's a pitch. He's going to come to third and try. I think we're back to watching the Motlow Columbia game where every catcher is trying to throw out runners on the bases.
Everyone's Salvador Perez.
Yes.
That's just risky there because that flies over.
At the plate, huh?
That's risky there. That flies over the third baseman and scores both
I don't know
runs.
where the sun is actually. Look, the sun's a little bit over here.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand that.
Knack with the off-speed curve on the outside catches the plate for a strike, 1-1. These Coug batters are kind of guessing here, not really knowing what they're going to see. There's another off-speed pitch. He kind of hung that pitch a little bit. Hill kind of topped at it, didn't get a good cut piece of it. So now he's behind the count, 1-2. And now he's wide open for any type of pitch. You'd be surprised to see the fastball maybe low and away. And he went hard with the fastball, but he went up, trying to get him to chase up. 2-2's the count. An off-speed pitch here, a curveball. See if he'll chase it on the outside. Off-speed changeup, and he goes into the single. Misplayed by Perry. That's going to plate 2 runs. Big 2-out hit.
Yeah. Huge 2-out hit there. Gets the momentum back swinging towards the Cougars as Noah Hill does a great job of fighting off a 2-strike pitch.
Knack went to the changeup there, which really kind of was a little bit, I don't know if I would like gone with that myself, especially with his leadoff hitter. You had a base open there.
And you hung a previous off-speed pitch prior, so.
Yes.
See if Mason can try and find a gap and score another
Here's
run.
Mason with a chance to give the Cougars the lead. Fastball for a strike.
Gotta love the response by the Cougars here. You know,
Fighting Cougars.
you get a 6 spot on you, it's kind of hard to go out there and compete, at least mentally. But hey, they've got the fortitude to do it.
So Paulie Castro's got to be very proud of him for hanging in here, giving the Senators everything they got.
Gotta wonder.
And that was a off-speed pitch way out. Some action here in the Senators bullpen. Number 5's warming up. Gage Jillian.
You've put a 6 spot on the pitcher of the year for the conference, so you've got to feel pretty good about your offense right now.
That's right. Here comes Mason's pitch. I tried to push bunt. Didn't on a fastball. Didn't really have a chance there. So it's 1-2 here with 2 outs. Man on second. 6-6. Here's the score in the top of the 6th. Still got a lot of baseball to play, but things have gotten really tight.
Yeah, you got to wonder how Walters responds here after the game being tied again.
Mason rolls over a ball to first base, handled cleanly by Haney for the out, and that'll stop the inning right there, but not before the Cougs score 2 runs to tie the score, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-6 is the score. And here we go into the bottom of the 6th innings. Tie score 6-6. For the Senators, leading off is going to be the right fielder, Tyler Gentry. Gentry walked last time. And he's going to face still Ryan Lloyd on the mound, toughing it out here, 6-6. Senators have been out hit 10-5.
You got to wonder if your coach, Paulie Castro, maybe you're thinking about Greg Ty coming back in, your relief pitcher who threw really well yesterday.
There's a pitch high for a ball, 2-0. We don't want to get back. He doesn't want to get back into that groove where he's, puts together 6, 7, 8 walks in a row,
Yeah.
8 or 7 balls in a row before you know it, you got multiple men on base.
Yeah, what started that 6-run inning? A walk, a leadoff walk. So if you
Here
can
we are,
avoid
3-0.
that-
I mean, after your team's tied, you got to get focused and you got to really get after it at the end and you get back out on the mound. And there's a strike. 3-1. Gentry's looking for a fastball. He's going to get a ball. So he's going to get a free pass to first base.
All right, one walk doesn't kill you, but what's the next at bat like? How do you respond after that? That's what tells how the inning's going to go.
He's going to bring up Luke Berryhill, the designated hitter. Flew out to right field last time. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's got to get right back on the horse.
Yeah, he's got to find that groove in the first inning.
It can be demoralizing to his teammates, the defensive, offensive guys. If the guy goes out there and puts him back in a bad spot here.
Yeah, that's tough.
So,
He's got to find what worked in those first 3 innings and try and figure that out again.
first pitch is a strike. 0-1. Here at Berryhill. Berryhill gets out in front, knocks it about 500 yards into the tree line. Foul. They won't ever find that again. So that'll go as a lost ball forever. Maybe sometime somebody in 30 years when they clean out the brush out there or something. I don't know. They'll find a few of them.
I'm over about 15 to 20 of those.
0-2 is the count. Berryhill's ready. Pitch is high. Fastball for a ball. 1-2. Lloyd comes to the stretch. Here's the pitch. Down in the dirt. Oh, and Gentry's going to actually try to steal it. He's going to get in free. Good anticipation by Gentry there. We saw the pitch in the dirt. Oliver has done his best to. He blocked it, kept it in front, but couldn't handle it cleanly, obviously, and Gentry took advantage of that.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't see a snap throw there. He had a pretty big lead after they bobbled the first one. He looked up to throw, and the next pitch gets in the dirt. So.
Got some activity in Cleveland State's bullpen now. Fastball in the inside corner catches him for the strikeout. Nice pitch by Lloyd. I'll bring up Hunter Gilliland, who did the damage last time up with that massive 3-run homer. And here comes Mike Policastro to talk to him. And then I don't know if we've got a righty warming up for Cleveland State.
It's like Jared McDonald, a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, so maybe he's going to try to stall a little bit of time, see if he can get. And he's going to go back to the dugout. So he's obviously, maybe he's just going to try to stall a little bit more time, get him loose, so he can go righty for the next 2 batters. Really, he's going to be facing except for the first 2 batters in the lineup are left, and everybody else is right. There's the pitch by Lloyd in the dirt. He's really worked over Oliver. Oliver is going to be
got some ice on his
put
knees.
a workout in today, blocking balls. He's Here's the pitch by Lloyd. Off-speed pitch. Whoa, I don't know where that was at. No, I don't know.
Beautiful pitch.
2-0. Is the count here with 1 out. Base open. And maybe that's what. Ball in the dirt, 3-0. Maybe that's what Coach Policastro said. Look, we got a base open. We'll throw to him, but we're not going to give him anything.
So what,
Sometimes that's the kiss of death to a pitcher. I've had that happen to me before when my coaches come out and said that, and the next pitch is knocked into oblivion.
It's like Gentry's being uber aggressive out there on the base path. This is interesting for Walter State as he said walk here.
And there's a pitch inside for a ball 4, and that will put him on first base. Now let's watch, and that will draw Mike Policastro out to the mound, and we'll see a pitching change.
Now batting first base with number 11, Drew Haney.
And now we're also got Lynn's back up and tossing, but we're going to get the right-hander here. And we'll give you some information on him here after this quick break. Okay, and we're back here. Let's get some information on this pitcher for Cleveland State. And that's number 6, Jared McDonald, right-handed pitcher from Maryville. Fielder, what do we know about Jared?
Yeah, he's got the best ERA on the team with a 1.59, 11 and 1/3 inning pitched, 10 strikeouts, 4 walks. So he's the pitcher that Coach Paulie Castro really relies on here to get, I think, a short 1 out, 2 outs, short inning work. It's got pretty good stuff from that 3/4 slot.
Okay, well, and we got Lenz, looks like warming up. And who knows? I mean, we got 2 left. He's got Haney's the righty. But then he goes to 2 lefties, then back to a string of righties. But I don't know if he wants to waste Lenz on 2 lefties right now. Depends on what happens here, I bet. I mean, this is a dangerous, obviously, he's in a danger area. So that's going to bring Drew Haney up, the first baseman. Haney struck out last time. Want to roll a ground ball, obviously. Wish list. Fastball outside. Nice stop by Oliver. One of his many that he's had tonight. 1-0. Comes to the set. Off speed, rolls it over, and that's going to be, and it's going to stop. It's going to go. No, great save. Great save by Vanderpool, stopping the ball, keeping it in the infield, because Coach Shelton was sending him around the corner, assuming that ball was going to get through, and it didn't. So we just have bases loaded.
Here comes Coach Paulie Castro.
Well, this probably needs to be the time you go to the left-hander. Let's see what he does here. He's got another righty warming up, so that's what we're going to.
Bringing Lenz in, he burns McDonald on the one.
And we're going to see a pitching change here again. We do know that's Corey Lenz. Corey Lenz is a lefty, sophomore from Canton, Georgia.
Now pitching for Cleveland State, Corey Lenz.
Yeah, Lenz on the season is 7.52 ERA, 25 strikeouts to 11 walks, 17 earned runs, and 20 and 1/3 inning pitched. It does have a save on the season. So the lanky lefty in Lenz needs to utilize this lefty-lefty matchup.
So he has stepped into a big situation here. He's going to face two lefties for sure. Leadoff hitter Dylan Hayes and then Logan Carey. Of course, all he wants to try to get done is get a ground ball. Well, it'll be a tough double play because Harris does move up the line good, as well as I'm sure Carey. But you want to, we want to try to get out of the big inning here. Even if he gave up one run, I think Coach could live with that. Paulie Castro could live with it. Yeah, so we're going to see here what's going to happen, but it's the matchup that had to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
it seems like every half inning it's a crucial point in the game in this game.
Now batting center fielder number 4, Dylan Harris.
Lenz comes into the stretch. First pitch here to Harris. Curveball in the dirt. Blocked again nicely by Oliver. So he's down 1-0 in the count. No place to put him. Here's the delivery. Fastball down and away for a ball, 2-0. Nowhere to go, so he's got to come in. He's got to come in here. Something off speed. He could get a change up up, or he could get it up in the air in the infield. Oh, he reached for a fastball. Really surprising. That's a 2-0 pitch.
That was a gift.
I mean, Harris has got to be zoned in on one type of pitch that he can do, and he reached for an outside pitch. I mean, if he had hit it, he'd rolled it over.
It's better off that he missed.
2-1. Here with one out. Lenz getting ready to deliver. Here's the pitch. And that's the bouncer, and that's going to score a run. On the wild pitch. And the Senators step back into the lead.
It's so important whenever you climb back into a game, that next half inning, how you respond pitching and defensively. That really tells you how the game is weighing in terms of going forward.
So Lenz now has a base open. It's 3-1. Here's the pitch. And Harris hits it to right field to Collins. This might be probably going to get a run in. Here's the throw by Collins, and that'll definitely get in. Another run scores there. Dylan gets in. And that'll make it 8-6. Harris does what he had to do there to get the RBI.
Now batting left fielder number 8, Logan Carey.
Runner on third. Two down here now, so the Cougars want to get out of this right now. Nice pitch there, off-speed curveball for a strike to Logan Carey, the left fielder. Carey grounded to second base last time up. He has a single also. Get out of this right here, right fielder. I mean, you just only you've given up two, and you're going to roll a ground ball to the second baseman, Hill. Feeds it over there to first base to Robertson for the out. So the Cougars get out of it, but they do give up 2 runs, and the Senators get back in the lead, 8-6. So we just finished 6 innings. Here we go, back up the top of the 7th for the Cougars, down 8-6. And they'll start off with the big hitter, Hunter Oliver, the catcher.
Hunter Oliver.
Oliver took a called third strike last time up, and he'll face Landon Knack again. Knack will start him off with a curve where he misses, low and out for a ball, 1-0. Cougs need to get back on the ladder here. Got 3 innings left to tie and try to go ahead. So still a lot of baseball to be played. Fastball low for a strike though, on the knees. We saw that from the previous game. This has actually been a really good day of baseball, don't you think? I mean, not that yesterday wasn't, but I mean, we've seen 3 games. They're getting ready to finish 3 games.
Yeah, even the Dyersburg game, they ended up, what, 6-2 or...
Fastball low for a strike. Still hitting strike 1 and 2. Yeah, I mean, that game was close.
Mm-hmm.
Got away a little bit, but, you know, I mean, pitched really well.
Yep.
Fastball way outside for a ball, 2-2. And then, of course, the previous game was crazy, but, I mean, it was, you know, the last 2 innings were, I guess, worth the price of admission, I guess you want to say it that way.
Yeah, good games, quality games. Good teams left also that were eliminated.
Oliver bounces up the middle to Wolf. Wolf picks up and throws. I think he's safe. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Now, I mean, Shelton's going to argue that, but I mean, I think he was, you know, Wolf was kind of late getting that ball out, and it was deep in the shortstop hole. I mean, I don't know.
It's a tough play.
It's a bang-bang play, but I think it was more of a, not even really bang-bang.
I mean, that is the catcher moving down the first base line, but it wasn't, you know, like you said, it was towards center field. Maybe we can give them a replay here. They can come up and take a look at the video.
They're welcome to. Brings up the designated hitter, Logan Peterson. Peterson gets the curveball for a strike first. Peterson hit a double last time up, so you know we're in the meat of the Cougars are in the meat of their order right now, the 5th hole hitters. So time's right to do something. Knack goes to the fastball and gets a strike, so he's ahead in the count. Oh, 2, way ahead in the count. Knack wants to be careful. Fastball went right after him. Muscled up there, trying to go right at him. Wow, okay, that was close, but wasn't called. I thought he was getting ready to.
You never really know.
1 and 2's the count. Gilly is still warming up over there, getting loose in the Senator's pen. 1 and 2's the count. Knack spikes one there that Gilliland does a good job of blocking. This catcher's been worked over today.
Right here, Knack.
Knack comes to the stretch. 2-2 pitch. He's nibbling on the outside. He missed that time, so it's full. I mean, he's trying to catch that outside corner. Peterson's not really able to get to it. He's kind of stepping a little bit towards third, so he's... And the runner's off. Oliver, and there's the throw. He's in, and that's a called third strike on Peterson. The base runner gets to second, and that'll bring up Joey Robertson, the first baseman. Robertson is 0 for 2. He had reached on an error, but also grounded out to second base last time up. Cougars need something really here. Every time they get a runner in scoring position, they need to, I mean, say it, it's always the case, but you really need to.
You got to deliver.
There's that changeup. Nice play by Wolf. He gets him.
That had me all types of messed up there on that bouncing changeup.
Nice play by Wolf.
I thought it was through the middle of the infield, and then I thought it was going to hit the runner. So, nice play there by Wolf to get the...
That'll bring up Baldwin, the third baseman. Cougars would love to see Baldwin do what he did yesterday. 2 outs. Knack tries to go inside, misses. Gets behind 1-0. Tries to get behind 1-0. We're with 2 outs. Oh, there's that changeup. Baldwin got it out there, but just not enough. Gentry makes the catch. He got out in front, but made a good swing, but he's just out a little bit too much out in front. That's the 3rd out there. Cougars strand a runner at second, and they'll move into the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch. Senators leading 8-6. And we move into the bottom of the 7th inning for the Senators. Cleveland State has a new pitcher, Tyler Zach, number 13. Zach is a right-handed pitcher from Tacoma, Georgia. What's the story on Tyler there, Fielder?
He's 0-2 with a 6 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 3 home runs allowed this season. He's a sophomore righty, so Coach Paulie Castro looking to get some more production out of that bullpen.
And he's going to face Hunter Wolf. Throws a strike, first pitch. Wow, hard hit ball to third. And there's the throw. And he'll tap him there and get it out on first. So a good start to the inning for Mr. Zach. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Austin Henry, who flew out to right field last time up. Two pitchers warming up now for the Senators. righty. We got two righties warming up. Zach's here to the delivery. Off-speed pitch misses in. 2-0. Fastball ripped down the third baseline by Baldwin. It's going to be an easy double, and that Payne will get the ball back in. Henry gets a stand-up double.
Third baseman number 13, Duncan Payne.
So Henry got a pair of doubles tonight, and that'll bring up the dangerous third baseman Duncan Pence. Pence has got a single tonight and a couple flyouts, and they're going to put him on, which is this. There's nothing abnormal about this. Base open at this point of the game.
Try and get that double play.
Get the double play ball in order. It's just like with this lineup, not one person is any more of a deep threat than the next person. So, going to bring Tyler Gentry up. Just throw 4 pitches to the catcher. Try not to throw it up against the screen.
Just put out your 4 fingers and those walk to first.
There you go. All right. And that'll bring up the right fielder Tyler Gentry, who has walked the last 2 times up. So, double play is in order. 1 out. We'll see how Tyler Zach can respond to this. No activity in Cleveland State bullpen. He's used a lot of pitchers here already to get us to this situation. Off-speed pitch high. Didn't look like a lot of bite to that at all. Kind of like it was kind of a half thrown. A little tentative for a ball. 1-0. Dave Shelton's going to give some signals here. Let's see what that's all about, perhaps. 1-0 pitch. Zach's in the stretch. High and outside 2-0. Now you got to throw strikes. Or make him do something here. Just don't give him 4 pitches and let him go out and walk around the place. So, got to go after the hitter. Sometimes that happens when you intentionally walk batter. I mean, it's coming from a pitcher here. Sometimes that's tough on the next batter. Curveball for a strike. You get up there and you throw 4 intentionals, and then now you know in your brain you've got to throw strikes. And in the weird way us pitchers are, it can turn out to be a little bit of a obstacle. 2-1's the count here. Tyler Zach getting ready to make that pitch to Tyler Gentry, and here it is. Curveball to dirt. Good, nicely blocked by Oliver. And that's the ball. 3-1. I think. Both dugouts standing for this. Everybody glued in. One ball spiked right in the dirt, so it didn't give him a chance. Didn't even give him a chance. Bases loaded now for Hunter Gillen. I'm sorry, for bases loaded for Luke Berryhill. Struck out last time.
Now batting DH number 21, Luke Berryhill.
And I think I do see
Looks like Greg Ty right
Greg
there.
Ty coming out. Now we'll see if he's the one going to be doing the throwing or he's the one who's going to be doing the watching. We'll see.
Looks like he's doing the watching.
Here's Luke Berryhill. It's a high fly to right. This will get a run in. Collins. Collins needs to get it in. There you go. Get that ball to first. And good job by Gentry tagging up to get to second. So that's going to put him in on second and third. One run is going to score. That's going to make the score 9-6.
That score looks familiar. Last game was a 9-6 score for Columbia.
It's going to bring up Hunter Gittleman, who's done big damage with a home run. One out here in the bottom of the seventh. 9-6. Walter State. Zach misses down low. He's really been struggling trying to find the zone. Yeah, we've got number 28 warming up. That's no, that's not 28. 28 would be catching right now.
26. Yeah.
Curveball in the dirt, and that's going to be a pass ball, and that's going to let her run in. The score's 10-6. Number 26 warming up is Justin Coleman, right-hander from Maryville. And there's another pass ball. That was, I don't know if it was a wild pitch or that was just kind of went off Oliver's glove. I don't know, it's just a shame. I don't know really who blamed on that, but in the event, that's another run for Walter State, and they've let this game get back open again. Score is now 11-6. And that's going to be it for Tyler Zach.
Now pitching number 26.
And that's going to bring in number 26, Justin Coleman, sophomore from Maryville, Tennessee, a right-handed pitcher. Fielder, what do we know about him?
Yeah, as you said, sophomore righty. He's 0-1 on the season. 9 in the third inning pitched, 8.68 ERA, but 11.57 K per 9, 12 on the season on strikeouts. So, Coach Paulie Castro calling back to that pin.
Well, that's a shame there. Cougars have crawled back in within 2. But you just, walks are going to kill you, and if you can't, if you have trouble throwing the ball around the zone, especially if you're going to throw them in the dirt, we've seen that not just from here, we've seen it from other teams in the conference, and it's just, you hate to give away free runs like that.
Yeah, and not only are you giving away runs, you're letting movers run along, and like you said, walks and pass balls, that just leads to what we were talking about earlier, and self-inflicting wounds, and that's worse than the other team actually beating you. Yeah. So it's not like it's a bunch of doubles and stolen bases. It's walks and pass balls. And played a pretty clean game if you're Cleveland State defensively.
Well,
no
I think
errors.
if you talk to Coach Paulie Castro as well as any other coach, they can live with the runs they're given up by hits. I mean, after a string of hits, you're going to get that pitcher out. But just a wild pitch, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Drew Haney up now. First pitch strike, so we're off to a good start. Fastball fouled off again, so he's ahead in the count, 0-2. Gilliland on first base. So Coleman gets out and throws strikes, and that's all you can ask for. challenge the hitter. And there's the pitch, a little off-speed pitch. He's way out in front of it. Grounds it right into the third base dugout. Sun's starting to not necessarily set, but it's getting down almost to the top of the mountain here. So we've got the shade, seeing the shadows now on the first base side foul line. So they're starting to creep in. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-2. Softball action over there. Looks like it's 6-4. I don't know who's playing. We know Chattanooga State did win earlier. I think they're playing the late game tonight. Trying to crawl back up the ladder after losing yesterday.
It always seems like softball is on time, on cue.
Yeah,
Move a little quicker.
There's a pitch way out in front again for a foul. That's going to be 1-2. Don't forget the game. Don't forget the game after.
That's right.
Here's the pitch, way a little bit inside, didn't hit him, and close. 2-2's the count. (11-6) the score here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fastball down really low for a ball, 3-2. Don't forget the next game coming up directly after this one will be another winner's bracket game. Will be between Ball State, Volunteer State, and Chattanooga State. Ball State's the 6th seed, Chattanooga State's the 7th seed.
Yeah, that's
both coming off wins yesterday.
That's a matchup people really weren't expecting.
And there's a strikeout for Coleman, and it gets him out of the inning. Not before the Senators score 3 runs to take a commanding 11-6 lead, and we finish the 7th inning.
I don't think it was 2.
And we move into the top of the 8th inning here. The Senators out in the field. We do have a pitching change. Mack is being replaced. Brought in now by David Thigpen, number 35, a freshman from Roswell, Georgia. What's the story on David Thigpen, Fielder?
14 appearances, 23 1/3 innings pitched, a 5.79 ERA, 31 strikeouts to 11 walks, 15 hits in his outings. So Thigpen, Coach Shelton going to the freshman arm to try and finish this one out. Just not allow Cleveland State to get back in it.
He's going to face Cameron Payne to lead off for a strike 1. Payne has hit, actually he's had a good day, 2 for 3. Had a single last time. There's the pitch by Thigpen again for a strike. 0-2, he's right after it.
Walter State, you know, you're on track to win this game, and Landon Knack didn't throw a spectacular game. He gave up 6 runs. So
Thigpen makes quick work of Payne. I think. What Payne's doing.
It's like a 1-2 count.
Okay, 1 and 2 then. Here we go, 1 and 2 count. Thigpen delivers. Wow, nice pitch. Pops it up. Oh. And Gilliland tried to get it, but it was just right on the netting. So we'll come back and try it again. Yeah, you're right. Knack was definitely not on, certainly not all the first 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah.
Cougars got to him. He kind of got his pace in the middle innings, but Cougars had their chances. Certainly had their chances in, you know. So, I mean, looking back, I'm sure he would say that was not, you know, the type of outing I want to have.
Still, right now, with your offense gives you 11 runs.
Curveball way in the dirt for a ball, 2 and 2. A lot of comfort for a pitcher when you got the offense that you got.
Yeah.
But you know what? As they get further along, if they get further along,
Yeah.
not going to be able to pitch like that. You know, you're going to get penalized. Fastball misses. You get in the district tournament if you even get that far, and certainly if you get past that and you end up in Grand Junction, you're going to be facing teams that are at the same talent level as you or better. Ground ball down the line. Excellent stop by Pence. Wow, great play. That's the play of the game right there in a way. Pence bought out, got him in the belly, robbed Payne of a base hit.
Yeah, you're right. That saved extra bases because Payne probably would have rounded first and headed to second, and you would have thought, okay, maybe Cleveland State's got something going here.
That brings up Vanderpool, the shortstop. Nice spinning curveball by Thigpen. Starts off with a strike, 0-1. Curveball again. Yeah, that's why. I mean, living from Texas, I've seen. I mean, Walter State is a great team, but I see a lot of really good teams back home where I'm at, and you know, the tournament they have is absolutely unbelievable. Only one team in each region is going out. I mean, you're going to have teams. Probably 4 or 5 of the 8 teams are going to be top 20 ranked teams.
Yeah, it's a gauntlet.
2-1's the count. And there's a base up the middle. Wolf tried to kind of scoop with it. Couldn't come up with it. Got by Harris there. A little lazy with the pickup. And that's going to be an error for sure on him. I think probably would give a base hit. A double error there. I don't know. So I guess we're going to... I don't know. I'm a pitcher. I expect everybody to make the play. But you know what? I don't know. It's kind of certainly an error on Harris. I mean, he followed that ball. I don't know if Wolf is kind of
in between.
Go either way there. And that'll bring up Collins, the right fielder. Collins took a called third strike last time up. Here's the pitch by Thigpen. A little bit inside for a ball, 1-0. One and 0 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Nice pitch out. We're going to try to get it back to second. And a good throw there by Gilliland. Came out of the chute there with a nice throw. Pitch by Thigpen coming. Like a slider there, but went outside for ball. 3-0. Man on second here with 1 out. Pitch by Thigpen. Spikes it in the dirt. 3-1. Looking to put the 9-hole hitter up, and it'll turn the lineup back up to Noah Hill, who's hit the ball, and Mason behind him. So it's an opportunity for the Cougs here. They can get this guy on first base.
Yeah, beauty of this league is no matter who you are, your bullpen it's never an absolute. So if you can get to that bullpen as an offense, even down 5 runs, you can do some damage.
We've seen some crazy things, haven't we? In this, not only this tournament, but yeah, if you've been watching this conference for the last 2 years, there's no lead that's safe. Fastball skyrocketed out of behind us here. That thing's a laser heading for a car. Hopefully, you didn't find it. Collins fighting him off here with a full count. 3-2 pitch, fouled off again into the parking lot. I wonder if they should just put the ball retrievers already, just have them sitting in the parking lot instead of over here. I wonder if they're over here and then they got to chase. They could almost have chairs sitting out in the parking lot and let the balls come to them.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. A little bit outside. Collins is a little bit straight there. He didn't sell it very well.
He had to wait
to get the walk.
He had to wait to see what the umpire had to say.
No, that's not confident there. And we'll roll ourselves back at the top of the order. I think Dave Shelton's seen enough. And he's going to make a change. And we're going to see who that change, that new pitcher is going to be. Another righty. Number 5, Gage Gillian.
Now pitching for Walker State, number 5, Gage Gillian.
Gillian, right-handed pitching freshman from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Let's get some stats on Mr. Gillian, Fielder. What are those?
Yeah, he's a right-handed hurler, and this is his 20th appearance. He's a little more polished than Thigpen. He's got a 1.34 ERA, 60 strikeouts, 11 walks, 16.04 K per 9, 33 2/3 innings of work, and 3 saves.
Well, so Gillian was named on first team on the conference for relief pitcher, so we know under normal situations he's brought in to shut everything down.
Very interesting throwing motion for Gillian. Goes straight over the top, almost like he's, I don't know how to describe it, shot putting, or the way it releases it, it's straight armed.
Yeah, that is a different type of motion there. He's spiking the ball too, so you know what? His job to come in is to throw strikes, just like anybody's job when you're a pitcher coming in. But 11-6 leads, got a little bit of cushion.
Yep. But the Cougars could get to him, that could really bring some doubt into the minds of Walter State, as this is one of their go-to guys in the pen, if not the go-to guy. So if they could maybe draw a couple walks, get to him, then open up this lead a little bit.
Exactly. You know, just
good Lord.
Down by 5 and 1 out, they could just get a couple runs here at worst.
Yep.
You know, get that back to 11 or 3 runs or whatever, and then you got another bat. Anything can happen, but you're right. You got to get something out of this. I mean, somebody's got to step up and deliver some hits, a couple of hits in a row, get some things going. Now you're back at the top of the order. Noah Hill, who's hit the ball excellent tonight. He's got 3 hits. He's 3 for 4. So Coach Policastro's got the right people up at the right time.
Yeah, never count the Cougars out. They came back already in this tournament, so
yep, they're scrappers.
Do it again.
We'll see what happens here. Gillian's going to go to the stretch. Here's the pitch. All high. 1-0. Yeah, you're right. He has a very unorthodox delivery.
I wonder if it's hard
over his head almost.
I wonder if it's hard to pick up for hitters.
It might be. 1-0 looking for daylight, and Gillian made the turn, but he decided not to throw. Wolf showed daylight, glove daylight. Good lead. Fastball high, 2-0. And always remember, We got Mason on deck, and then Hunter Oliver, who is
right.
a deep threat.
That's right.
Up, get back here. Almost.
He's made some nice
Quick
catches
throw to
over
first,
there.
and that's the kind of play right there. When you got men on first
Yeah.
and second, that runner on first gets a little sleepy, and that's where the first baseman slips in behind, and you're out in dead man's land.
Nice catch by Haney there
He
to
got
save a
back
couple
in time, but
runs.
it's 3-0 now to Hill. Men on first and second, and one out. Fastball called a little late, but he was called 3-1. Three-one delivery coming up. Fastball in for a ball, and he walked him. We got bases loaded.
Now batting center fielder number 3, Brandon Mason.
So it couldn't ask for a better situation for the Cougs. This is two-hole hitter Brandon Mason up. Mason's 2 for 3 with a walk also. So he's a guy that can make things happen. Gillian comes to the stretch. And a strike on the fastball right there. 0-1 here with one out. Brandon Mason looking to move base runners here. Fastball outside. 1-1. Mason calls time there. Lost the curveball high. 2-1 to count. So he's come in and he's having a hard time finding the zone.
Further proves the point. You don't know what you're getting out of that bullpen, no matter who you are.
You just don't. 2-1 pitch coming up here. Fastball.
Oof.
Just missed by Mason. He fouled it back right over our head, so he was on it. It's a 2-2 count. The Cougs really looking for something here. Something. Ball in the alley would be just money. Mason, a good cut, but he hits it foul in the foul line area out there in the wasteland. Two-two pitch coming up here with one out to Mason. Mason fouls it off again in the exact same area, that wasteland up there in the left field foul line. So he's competing, hoping to catch a mistake by Gillian. Fastball missed for strike 3. Big out there for Gillian. And that'll bring Hunter Oliver up.
Now batting catcher number 28, Hunter Oliver.
That'll bring Hunter Oliver up, who had a base hit last time up. First pitch by Gillian is in the dirt. Off-speed pitch for a ball, 1-0. big strikeout there.
Yeah, really big AB right there. Let you take a breath. Even one swing of the bat, it's still a 2-run game.
Yep. Here's the pitch. Gonna check him. No, he didn't go. 2-0. Close. Looks like Oliver's having a little bit of problems picking that ball up, which I don't blame him. Plus the shadows are starting to creep in, but that delivery is really funky. He's kind of, his first stride is really kind of shaky. Swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch. Goes 2-1 now. Nice off-speed pitch again. Had Oliver buckled there. 2-2, 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Oh, weak swing. Oliver was guessing there, and he guessed wrong. And that's a strikeout for Gillian. And the Senators get out of the jam. And we'll move to the bottom of the 8th. Score stays the same, 11-6, Walter State. And here we are, moving back down to the home half of the 8th, leading off for the Senators is the center fielder, Dylan Harris. Harris takes a strike on the inside corner. Coleman's still out on the mound for the Cougars. Where's that? Harris skies one to center. Is going to chase the ball, and Mason's going to catch it easily for the first out. Good ride by Harris, but not far enough to take it out. So
shows how fast Mason is and how high that ball was hit. He was able to run under it after running back to the wall.
And that'll bring us to the second hole hitter, Logan Carey, the left fielder. Carey grounded out to second the first time up, or the last time up, rather. Coleman, Carey grounds to the shortstop. Vanderpool, nice throw to first. Robertson for the out. 2 outs. That'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, the shortstop, Hunter Wolf. Coleman's just come in and kind of throw strikes with a... Wow. Blew it right by Wolf. One would wonder what would have been like maybe if he would have been a little earlier in that long inning.
Well, hopefully Coach Polycastro
He's
sees how.
thinking that too, but you know what? That's just baseball, and
Hopefully Coach Polycastro can use him later in this weekend.
he's got good zip on the ball too.
Maybe
Blew
he
it
found
by
something.
Wolf again, 0-2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning.
He may have found something here out of the pen.
I'm sure he's going to get a chance to throw some more tomorrow either way. Fastball outside. Brings the count to 1-2. Ooh, nice off-speed pitch there, and he's fishing and he misses, and that's the strikeout to clean the inning off. And we'll go to the top of the 9th inning. Last chance for the Cougars here, trailing 11-6.
Logan Peterson.
So here we go to the top of the 9th, last chance for the Cougs. And they're going to bring up first baseman, Logan Peterson, to face Gage Dillian. Fastball high for a ball, 1-0. Peterson struck out last time. Fastball high again for a ball, 2-0. Fastball high again for a ball, 3-0.
Enough walk would be huge for the Cougars.
Sweat. Center's going to have, coach is going to sweat out another start to an inning here. Fastball strike brings the count to 3-1. Throwing strikes can be a big premium
Yeah, in postseason play.
postseason play. Another fastball for a strike that's fouled off though. Good cut by Peterson. Count goes full. And the ball skied to right field. Gentry, I think, has got a beat on it, and he does for the first out. Good job by Gillian getting back in the 3 straight strikes there to force the fly out. And that'll bring up first baseman, Joey Robertson. Grounded out to Wolf, the shortstop, last time up. There's a quick fastball for a strike. Oh, nice spinner there. Caught him looking there. So that takes the count to 0-2. 0-2 count here with 1 out. Oh, another spinner. Nice drop off that 12-6 action there, it looked like.
Yeah, especially coming from behind his head with the fastball, it's going to be hard to pick up.
And that's 2 outs. Last chance for the Cougars here. Rhett Baldwin, the third baseman. Cougars are looking to be playing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. against the Motlow State Bucks. The first game of the day tomorrow. We'll be here to broadcast live on that YouTube channel that you're watching right now. And if you're not able to do it, obviously you can follow us on the Twitter line. Fastball for a strike. Follow us on that Twitter line and communicate. We're getting a lot of banter back and forth. Hope everybody's happy. Another spinner there for a strike. 1-2, down to the last strike. Don't forget we've got a game coming immediately after here in about 45 minutes. Volunteer State versus Chattanooga State, the host team. And another winner's bracket game. Fastball high for a ball, 2-2. Ball hits straight to Harris in center, and that'll take care of the game there. Final score, Walter State 11, Cleveland State 6. Walter State will move on to play tomorrow at 4:30 in the winner's bracket finals. And Cleveland State will move on down to play in the 10 o'clock game against Motlow State in the loser's bracket game. We'll see you here in about 45 minutes for the next game. Fielder, any final comments on this game you want to interject?
Yeah, just typical playoff baseball here. You got to battle back and fight through some adversity. When you have some self-inflicting wounds, it's hard to battle back from that. And kudos to Walter State for putting together a performance here offensively that's been solid, and hopefully they can find their starting pitchers some groove so they can move forward in the tournament.
Well, the winner of this game, or the winner of the next game, will play Walter State tomorrow at 4:30 in the winner's bracket final. The loser of that game will play Dyersburg State. So we'll be down to 6 teams after tonight, this last game. So once again, this is for Mark Dennis and Fielder. We'll see you here shortly in about another hour, and have a nice evening.